So, Alex, what's the headline news in Alexandria these days?
Yes, that is something brilliant. See, one myth I hope we can dispel in our time
What?
together
What?
is the myth that the only politics worth being researched in is national politics.
No, it's
Really?
not true. It's local.
Oh, I mean, if anything, local is more fun because it's much, much more petty.
Tell me some petty fun. I like petty.
There is full disclosure.
Mhm.
My awareness of local politics is from reading the local news, which is called the Alexandria Times. It's the only, to my knowledge, it's the only independent news source.
It's a free handout, right?
Yeah, it's a free handout.
Okay.
So
it's in the lobby of your building, right? Got it?
No. It's the bus stop.
Okay.
Subway, metro stop. So I'm reading the story. You want to know the front page story?
I want to know the front page. Would you tell me what the front page has, please?
Okay, I get it.
Come on.
Is this your time of the month or something? Or anyway.
No.
So the front page story was concerning a slaughterhouse. See, there's this traditional butcher shop, you could say, that wants to open up in Alexandria. I think it has something to do with the Islamic culture. I could be wrong.
Oh, traditional Islamic or Muslim.
I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that. I'm sure there's another name for it, but basically what you can do is you can go shopping for a chicken. So you see like 20 different chickens on for sale. There's one that's 5 pounds. This one has white feathers. You're a stupid American. You don't know what the chicken tastes like. So you go, I think I want that chicken. Oh, you want that chicken? Well, it costs $5. $5. Well, I don't want to pay $5. I want to pay $4. So yeah. So after that's done, they'll take the chicken out back and they cut off the head and then they give it to you.
It's a live chicken. You pick out a live chicken?
Yes, it's a live chicken. So
you better not tell your brother Gregory about this. Because Gregory is in charge of the chickens in the Madagian family.
Why do you think my brother calls the chicken nugget and patty and baked? Why do you think he gives them those
I never
names?
thought about that. He's a monster.
He's many
a
things.
Monster.
Well, so am I. What's your point?
Yeah, but you buy dead chickens. You don't buy live chickens. You buy dead ones.
Well, you see, it has the soy boy community of Alexandria torn. See, on one side, they're vegan, and they're going sacre bleu. No, I kid you not. I read an opinion article, because that's what all the opinion article letter to the editors are all about. One person actually writes, "We here in Northern Virginia should pride ourselves in our forward thinking." That they use this term a lot. Forward thinking ability.
Progressive, yeah.
No, they didn't say progressive. They said forward thinking. I'm thinking, so as opposed to Southern Virginia, where they're backwards thinking. And that's the stupid thing of it all, is they're complaining that animals will be slaughtered in our area. It's like, they're going to be slaughtered somewhere else, right? You do realize that. I mean, it really, what it boils down to is whether they're slaughtered locally or somewhere in a non-forward thinking place.
Well, I think they've got a point. I'd like to know and see the person slaughtering my chicken. I really would. I've often thought about that. I go to the supermarket and I see all these dead chickens in packages, and I'm going like, who the hell killed these chickens? I want to meet this person.
So you see, that's the other side. There's the organic people,
right?
Who they have your mentality. Locally, not just local food.
Killed. Locally killed. Locally
organic
locally killed. I love it. I love
organically slaughtered chicken.
Organically slaughtered chickens. This is the front page story?
Page, top of the fold, a little bit of bottom of the fold. The whole opinion articles are all about. To make it even more juicy.
Yeah. Juicy. Yeah. Thank you.
Some people are squawking about the fact that there are multiple pet-related stores, like pet stores.
Those are bleeding heart liberals. Those are just bleeding hearts.
Well, town is bleeding heart liberals. I mean, I mean,
Talking about a slaughterhouse here, right?
yeah, a Muslim slaughterhouse, organic slaughter. So it's like, I mean,
So did you go there? Did you go into this place and
no.
get the chicken?
See, folks, this is the great thing. This is from reading one article.
I can't wait to tell Gregory, your brother, about the chicken.
This is how much fun you can have just by reading one local. I dare you. Right now, there's a big.
No.
I mean, I was reading a Newshawk article, which is a local online publication at Santa Barbara.
Yeah.
They're talking about the town council meeting for this one housing building. Back and forth, how people were slapping each other and quoting and Bible thumping and
The
yelling.
pumpkins, the Santa pumpkins were busy.
Oh, it sounded like it was a rousingly good, incredibly boring topic, but boy, oh boy, that sounded like a fun meeting.
I'd rather talk about slaughtering chickens.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Yeah, so folks, in the comments, I dare you, post the most interesting local news story in the comments.
That's a good idea.
When you share it, you should be encouraging people to share and like and subscribe too.
No, they should comment on our podcast so we could talk about it with them.
Absolutely. Don't forget to message us over Twitter.
Send us a message. The most interesting and bizarre local news story that you have in your throwaway newspaper at the bus stop.
We'll research it and everything, and give
yeah.
Kind of like how I did. So
what was the point of the article to do away with this organic slaughter, or to encourage it, or what? Or just
here's the beauty. Yeah. Another beauty about local politics is that they rarely take a side. Rarely.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a reason for that. I was reading, someone was talking of the Jussie Smollett case. Some of you remember back. A lot of the big publications like CNN, New York Times, they very quickly took a side.
Yeah.
But the Chicago Tribune, or the local Chicago news outlets, didn't want to take a side, because then they would be disrupting their contacts, because they have on a first name basis the police chiefs and the officers, and so if they write this big whoop-de-doo story, they have just destroyed their relationship with that department.
That's right.
The New York Times could do that because they don't know anybody in the department. They're not important contacts to them.
That's right.
So with local politics, because it's closer to home and it's literally more personal, they actually are incentivized to be more honest and not as slapped down.
Not opinionated, right?
Yeah, not opinion. Another article that was just on, there was this clerk. It turns out he was an Armenian. That was the other front page story. It was this Armenian. Yes, he's been the elected clerk for over 40 years.
The clerk of what?
The court.
The city court, the courts.
Yeah.
A municipal court. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he just decided to retire. He does a million things with his church and his this, and he's a super involved.
So they bought him a live chicken so he could kill it, right?
Oh, that's a great way.
Instead of a gold watch, he gets to pick out his own goat. He can kill his own goat, right? Come on down. There's a goat. Kill this goat.
See, this is what I want to do for my birthday. I want to pick out my own chicken, and then we can go have chicken.
Well, you better talk to Brother Gregory about that.
All right. So, folks, again, before we sign off, do make sure to return to us with your interesting local stories.
No, that's right. Please. I mean, Alex now is a very successful journalist, and we're going to talk about some of his articles that are coming. But please tell us the most interesting story in your local throwaway newspaper. In fact, a lot of you live in communities where there are 3 or 4 throwaway newspapers, and each of them has a story about pick out your own chicken to kill. Or goat, or horse, or dog, or cat, or something or other.
Take care, folks.
All right. Okay. Thanks, Alex. I appreciate it. All right. Bye-bye. We'll talk to you soon, Alex. Go kill a chicken, okay?
Yeah.